Well, good morning, folks. We are on Newfound Lake here in New Hampshire. You guys don't need to know really the lake, but this is the lake I send everybody that talks to me and says, I want to catch my first laker. This be the lake to do it on. We have a bunch of stunted lakers in this lake, like most of New Hampshire lakers. And I'm gonna go over some tips just to catch some more lakers, just some fall lake trout. What's simple about fall lake trout is it's literally a casting or jigging game. You can troll from them if you're in an area that has a nice sandbar and you can kind of like drag bottom. But for the most part, we are casting to these lakers. It's super, super simple. We are using Livescope just because we have it, but it's definitely not needed. Really keep it simple. 3/8 ounce jigs, chartreuse with a white tail, white paddle tail, white swim bait, whatever you want to call it, or even a 1/4 ounce. That's pretty much as heavy as I go unless I'm really fishing deep. Today we're probably going to be fishing in like 50 feet or less, if I had my guess, and we're just going to try to catch as many lakers as possible. That is the goal. I just had my first chase of the morning. Just try it a little bit deeper. We really haven't even started the gas motor yet. We are right off the boat launch, which is why I suggest this lake so much. I have a lot of people, subscribers, that have just have kayaks. They don't have the ability to get out in a big boat all the time, or pay for a guide service as well. This is one of the lakes I guide on a lot. Actually, I spent a lot of time this year guiding out here because the fishing was really, really good. And so yeah, we're gonna catch some lakers today. We're gonna bounce around quite a bit. We do have a lot of fog around me, so I'm gonna hopefully wait till that lifts here in a little bit, and then I'm gonna blast off. Don't really feel like running in the complete fog. No, there's only a couple boats at the boat launch here. A couple of trailers. We've had temperatures in like the 40 to 50s at night, making the mornings a little brisk and foggy, which is what I love. Keeps a lot of fishermen at home. Finally, that could be a bass though. No, that's a laker, all right. Just freaking hundreds of lakers around here. It's ridiculous. Finally, the first laker of the day, folks. First little laker of the day. What a beauty. They get the pretty orange fins in this lake. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So many freaking lakers, it's nuts. Somehow, again, I'm behind these fish. Or they're behind me, I mean. Super, super fun. Another absolute beauty. Little guy going back in. Got a whole wolf pack him over there at 65. We want to stay above these fish as much as we can so they can see us. And this is more of a late at night, early morning bite. Ooh! Chased me right to the warm water and then gave up, which is what I expected. Drop back down to see if his buddy wants to come get me here. And I'm hoping there's just going to be a big one mixed in here. A fraction of a second to go once we see a fish here. Smaller one, we got him. Notice how I'm not like letting the rod load up before I set the hook. That is crucial. Hook's already out. Another beauty. Now, if I was to be trolling this area, I would be dragging either a 3-way rig or lead core right on the bottom of the lake here. He's not full committal. Oh, but his buddy is. Just commits. It's freaking ridiculous. And we're only in 35 feet of water, folks. Like, it's just, you know, the other lake I fished, Winnipesaukee, I'm in 150. Back in, you guys. Let's try to catch another one before we cycle the GoPro and the camera here. What makes this is a really good time of year is as this water temperature cools, these fish only get more fired up if they're not in that pre-spawn mode. I mean, the biggest tip I can tell you is long leader and cast to these fish. Casting to them is just an absolute blast. So many freaking Lakers stuff with there, guys. It is bonkers. Ooh. So we have rainbows and salmon here as well. They're up high chasing me. So I just gotta kind of ignore them. Oh my goodness. And eventually these schools will turn off and I'll have to move somewhere else. Oh, he's wrapping up on my line. Absolute bonkers. This one's on the surface doing weird stuff. I think he's just wrapped. Yeah, he's just wrapped. Another little guy. Dang, this is fun. Whole string of them over there. Oh, I got a fish chasing my fish. That's sweet. And now you want to freak out? Just a little guy. Smack dab on him. That one see me. Oh my goodness. Could not reel fast enough. Got about 7 of them right on me here. I'm gonna drop it in the mud just to see if they'll take it. They haven't been wanting it in the dirt this morning. And you know, I've been saying that you should stay deep next to where they spawn. But if there's no food there at all, they literally won't be there. That's why these fish are here. They're smelt. All their food's actually behind me. Got it. Another cookie cutter, finally. There's a couple out there at 60, so found that out there. Sun's gonna pop out here in a minute, which just always dress in layers in the fall. You guys know that. Most of you guys hunt. Oh my goodness. That looks like a bigger one. No. Ran out of running room. He was hooked up before I knew he was hooked up. Gonna have to shed a layer here in a second. Every one of them nice and healthy though. I'm better off just drifting because there's no W word, so the trolling motor doesn't know where to keep me honest. We're just doing micro moves. They're all in this little flat area right here. Got it. Purely by mistake though. There we go. For the last 25 minutes, probably 30 minutes, I've been too shallow above the thermocline where the Lakers didn't have access. To cold water, and now they do. Just broke my wrist. And he's I was messing with that one. Got a bunch of them right below me. Let's try that. Fish are heading out deeper. So I'm gonna cast that out there. I'm gonna show you where the thermocline is. So right there is the thermocline. And they're in this skinny little band here where there's cold water, and that's it. It's all it takes for them to be happy is cold water and food. Oh my goodness. Fish are cracked out of their mind today. That's a nicer one, actually. And he's off. First fish came up and smoked it, missed it. Second fish landed him, bigger one. But these fish have seen it from 10 feet plus. Couple more right there. 2, 3, 4, 5 more. 70 feet out. Cast at them. Let it sink. And do not let it hit bottom. Do not. And this is like a great thing. Like literally you could sit here with a kayak and anchor if you wanted to. Don't need spot lock. Ooh. He swallowed it. And the fall. Just a little guy though, that's why. Little guy. So, we are up shallow casting. Now you don't need to do that. What you can do is go off deep where they are eating, or where you're seeing a lot of them, and post up somewhere in like 50 feet plus, so you have a little bit more running room. So you have 20 feet of running room if the thermocline's at 30. And we're gonna go do that right now, actually, and just see if they're out here. Oh, 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 oh. I don't frickin' think so. That's a nicer one. Nice fatty. In the net. Nice cold Laker. Going back in. This is just basically a big sand flat, folks. It's just sand. And that's where the smelt or the bait wants to be. And that's where you catch the Lakers. You short striking son of a gun. Oh my goodness. I reeled it up, didn't see him, stopped it, and he thumped it. Fish are just on drugs today. Absolute bonkers. Whole bunch of them down there still. Seems to be the hot spot right on the edge here. Those fish are gonna see me in 3, 2, 1, go. Got him. Hurting my rib cage there on the hook set. It's my own fault. They always look bigger underwater. Yeah, it's a nice little fatso. Bam. And I'm putting a little bit of smelt super gel from ProCure on there. And it's not always available on Amazon, but I will leave the link for that on Amazon below. There's my string of buddies right there. And I got a whole school of them over there. They're just slinking on right below the thermocline. So like I said, Lakers do not like warm water, but they will tolerate it in order to get food. So this little band here between here and here is where they're slinking. It's really freaking cool. Annoying, but cool. So they slow down a lot when they hit that warm water. As you can see from that last chase right there. I didn't even feel that, just saw the rod tip loaded up there. My goodness. My goodness. Got that little jig just pinned right in there. Little lip piercing. That feels like a better one. Definitely a better one. Just burped. Oh, nice Junkosaurus. There's a nice one right there. The biggest one of the day. It's number 19 for the day. Alright, Saltwater, you are pissing me. Oh. Got him again. I can see that fish 15 feet plus down. Jeez Louise. Little guy. Casting out there. Letting it sink down, covering it just above the thermocline. Seems to be working pretty well. And I loosened my drag on that last fish. Means I gotta tighten my drag for the next fish. Especially on the bigger gauge hooks. So this is a smaller gauge hook, but it's the stoutest one that we can fit in the mold that we have. So my jigs are made from a guy in Massachusetts, and the baits are made in my garage and another garage over in Ohio, because I couldn't keep up with demand. Right now we're using the Winnie kit, which is a smelt base kit. Come on. You're not gonna commit the last 2 seconds? Oh. He bumped it. Oh, you sneaky little bugger. Oh my goodness, there's like 7 on the frickin' screen underneath me. All right, since they're all just confused on what to do, we're gonna drop the bottom and see if we can actually finesse one out of the dirt here. Should be able to. Oh, he hit it on the just the faintest little tick. All right, folks, that's number 30 before I have to go. That's why I like fall fishing so much, guys. This little tiny jig, just keep it really simple. Cast to these fish, vertical jig to these fish. Have an awesome freaking day. That's my best New Hampshire day ever. 30 Lakers on one jig all day. If you want to support the channel, visit benditfish.com, or you can buy the Winnie kit. And I also sell the white ones separately because I normally use chartreuse. And then if you want to watch more lake trout content, either click here or click here, and I'll see you on one of those next videos.